Is VIX going to hit 100 in the next 3 days? That's the question you should be asking yourself. VIX 100, Leo, are you out of your mind again? Well, apparently, if all the people that thought that I was out of my mind in the last 14 months predicting stagflation, all those people no longer think that I'm out of my mind. Apparently, the whole world was out of their fucking mind not to see stagflation coming. And that's why you come to 30 market moves, because you don't want to be a fucking groupie. You don't want the world to feed you all these bullshit media news telling you to buy the fucking dip, and that's how accounts get fucking blown. I'm proud to say that as of today, I'm recording this April 2nd, 2025. Just in the last week alone, we officially got 8 more guys I'm personally trading with that just hit 1 million plus. And guys, these guys were just fucking trading with some guys started with 10, 20K. Some guys started with 60K, but they're over $1 million mark. Actually, some of them are over 2 mil. Guys, this is something that any one of you could have done, but you got to stay committed to your coach. You got to stay committed to the program. You got to stay committed to the 30 market moves. You can't be the market's bitch. Oh my God, Leo, it looks like it's going higher. I'm jumping out. What, are you out of your fucking mind? Who does that? I tell you who does that. A trader who's so emotional that he cannot commit to one trading system, to one trading program. A trader who wakes up and decides what the fuck he's going to do in the market based on whether the candles are green or red. That's not a way to trade. So most of the people, call 30 market moves and they're like, well, I want to make big money. Sure. But they can't even hold on to the fucking trade for 10 minutes. The moment the trade goes against them, they jump out. The moment the trade turns green, they jump out. My question is, to any one of you that's doing that, is like, why the fuck? Why are you taking a trade if you're going to jump out in 10 minutes? That tells me you're absolutely clueless about the current market conditions. Okay, somebody recently traded with me like, Leo, but I was up 5,000. I'm like, and? Yeah, but I wanted to jump out of the trade, man. And, like, what the fuck, man? Who jumps out of the trade when you're up 5,000? Not in these market conditions. What are you fucking... Come on, guys. Let's get serious. If you're trading to make $5,000 in these market conditions, you don't belong in fucking trading. Okay? Simple as that. Honestly, guys, I'm happy for the guys that stuck with the program. Stuck with the stagflation, stuck with, a lot of things that, we have predicted long fucking time ago. And I'm super happy for those guys that, despite of the bounces, that stay committed. Despite of the bounces, they make shit happen. Despite of the bounces, and these guys they're making things happen when majority of the other people are jumping out. And guys, I'm telling you, if you cannot hold on to a fucking position, you'll never make money as a trader. If you're gonna keep jumping out every 5-10 fucking minutes, and in certain instances, this could be exaggerated, 5-10 minutes, you could be jumping out every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. And when you try to capture a big move, that is something you don't want to be doing in these current market conditions. Okay, so despite of some guys, having an absolute breakthrough in their trading, the majority of the people, man, they're doing the same shit. They're doing the regular shit. They're buying the dip just to find out the next day or two after the shit bounces, okay? They're getting killed because the shit is reversing, options are losing value. Guys, stop it. Just fucking stop it. Just commit, god damn it. Fucking commit to one strategy. And the only strategy that works in this bear market is short the fucking bounce. Guys, I haven't had time to record videos. I've also lost my voice in the last couple of weeks. Just screaming and yelling at fucking traders that just too fucking emotional. They just cannot locate their fucking balls, and just stick to the program. Anything that's going to go up in this market, anything that's going to bounce. What did I tell you? I don't remember when was the last time I recorded the podcast. When was it? 10, 14 days ago. I told you what? Anything that's going to bounce is going to do what? It's going to fucking drop. I gave you the fucking secret. So why are you sitting there fucking crying, not making the fucking money that some other traders are making? Well, I tell you why. You already know why. You know what I'm going to say. You don't have the fucking balls. You're too goddamn fucking emotional. So this is the last fucking message I'm going to give to some of you that jumping out of trades, damn it. You trade with me, you jump out of the trade, you're fucking done. You're fucking history. Like, if you cannot hold a trade, okay, let's say you're trading with a $20,000, $30,000 account. You cannot hold a fucking trade with a $20,000 account. How the fuck do you think you're going to hold a trade with a $300,000, $3 million account? Like, if you can't even deal with that, man, I'm telling you now, you need a reality check, okay? Because if you don't do a reality check on yourself right now, if you don't come to Jesus as far as your trading, you might as well fucking don't do it, okay? You either fucking go for it or you don't do it. There's no in between, okay? God didn't put you on this earth to half-ass shit. So you do it all the fucking way or you don't fucking do it. And most of you that are trading, okay, that's not the message you want to hear. But guess what? This is the only fucking channel that's going to tell you the fucking message that you don't want to hear. Because everybody else is trying to sell you their fucking courses. They're trying to sell you their fucking text messages, fucking alerts and crap. I don't give a fuck if you take our alerts, courses, messages. Now, if you're fucking intelligent, then you will. But unfortunately, by the time most of the people derive at that conclusion, they fucking lost hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars in the market. So by the time they come, I tell you, a recent story, I had a guy that came in with a few thousand, and I got him up to 800, and before we knew, we were down to 300. We stayed with the program. Bottom line, most of you are going to bitch, well, Leo, I just, oh my God, I was just at 800,000, now I'm at 300. Motherfucker, a week ago, you were at 2,000. So what the fuck you bitching at? I got people who show up and they be like, oh, goddamn, but this, but that. But think, motherfucker, look in the mirror, okay? You can't hold on to a motherfucking trade. You keep bitching at that. Man, just stick to the program is the most important thing you can do as a trader. Stick to the strategy. Not when it's convenient for you. Every fucking day. You show up every day. You execute same strategy every day. And if you do that, you can beat the market. If you do anything else, you're going to be the market's bitch. You'll never end up making any big fucking money. Anything meaningful, you'll never fucking end up doing it because you're going to keep jumping in, jumping out. You're going to let your emotions fuck with you and you'll never fucking do it. Now, that's the truth. So, for those of you that made it this far in the message, let's talk about the fucking market. What is it going to do next? Well, if you listen to the last 478 videos I posted in this channel the last 14 months, you would know that nothing has fucking changed. Stagflation that we predicted months and months ago is now in the vocabulary of every goddamn Wall Street analyst. The question is, where the fuck were these fuckers, months ago when we were talking about it, and they kept selling you the fucking dream that this market is going to keep going high forever? Well, they're just now studying the 30 market moves. They're just now studying our stagflation base case. And just now, the market is finally coming to a realization that things are nowhere near what everybody thought. And we're still at a moment where there are idiots on Wall Street that are buying the dip. So you can't wish for a better scenario as a short seller. Hold on, Leo. There's still idiots that are buying the dip. That's what I'm telling you guys. They're like actual Wall Street analysts that want to buy the dip after stagflation is confirmed again, and the motherfucking again. And now that you got official Trump 10% tariff across the board, well, let me tell you something. People were so focused on fucking tariffs, and the whole time I was saying, like, forget about the tariffs. Focus on the economy and numbers, which were already total shit. So before we even got to tariffs, the economy was shit. Yet Wall Street chose to ignore it. So any kind of tariff on top of that, we're going to turn shit into complete dog shit, wrapped in cat shit. If you know what I mean, if you, watch the Big Short movie, you should understand what that means. So basically, despite of the overwhelming evidence of stagflation and everybody talking about it, somehow the words are coming out of their mouth. They're saying the S word, the stagflation, but nobody really believes it. So now we're going to go into a stage in the market where people that began to say the word stagflation, now they're going to fucking understand what that really means. And what that really means is 100% probability of the market dropping another 40 to 50% from the current levels. And the time frame on that is going to be 4 to 7 months. So if you understand that, that's the only playbook you need to have in front of you to be able to beat the market. Now, most of the Wall Street analysts are going to argue that. Most of them idiots, they don't know how to spell fucking stagflation. They don't know what the shit means. And they've never studied the historic precedences of stagflation. So they're going to sit there and tell you that it's a good idea to buy gold, but they don't know why the fuck that is. They're going to sit there and tell you it's a good idea to buy the dip, and they don't have a fucking clue what the fuck they're doing, because all their assumptions are based off the way the market's been trading the last 3 years, which has been nothing but going higher. And so the market has shifted, but yet majority of the market participants are failing to acknowledge the shift, which creates one of the greatest trading opportunities of all time. You have every star aligned on the macro as far as stagflation. You have every star aligned as far as the economy, which is slowing economy, slowing GDP, slowing growth, slowing everything, fucking slowing. Inflation is about to shoot to the fucking moon. You haven't even seen the beginning of it. And what makes it a complete checkmate is the fact that normally you can count on a Federal Reserve to come to the rescue. Normally you can count on Trump to come to the rescue. Normally you can count on, a combination of things as far as fiscal policy and monetary policy to come to your rescue. Well, there's one problem with that. And at the current moment, none of these shit is going to work. So a monetary policy doesn't work in stagflation. Fiscal policy does not work in stagflation. Nothing works in stagflation because it is such a rare economic phenomena that it doesn't matter whether the Fed cuts rates, raises rates, do fucking black flips. It doesn't matter if Trump cuts taxes, raises taxes. It doesn't fucking matter. This stagflation ball that's in play right now is absolutely unstoppable. No, nothing can stop it. You can't stop the stagflation ball with monetary fiscal policy. So it only leaves one outcome, and that is sell, sell, sell. Sell stocks short, sell bonds short, sell dollar short, sell the fuck out of anything that has to do with the market. Sell Bitcoin short, sell Ethereum short, sell all the shit coins short, 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 fucking short. If there is one instance in history that you could do that, basically short everything besides fucking gold. That is the one thing that you don't short. You don't fuck with gold, okay, in such a severe case of stagflation, which most of the people think stagflation is just a fucking joke, and it's going to be what? Say what? What is that word that they like to fucking use? Fucking those brainless fuckers. Oh, transitory. That's what they fucking call it. Transitory. Well, ain't such thing as transitory stagflation. Anyone that studies history understands stagflation don't go away in 1 quarter or 2 quarters, okay? It don't even go away in fucking 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, okay? Stagflation is like a fucking coronavirus of the markets that cannot be cured with a Moderna vaccine or any other vaccine. It can't be fucking cured for years. That's what stagflation is. And the whole Wall Street is still in denial of what stagflation really means, and they're still trying to laugh it off. Well, let's see how the fuck they're going to laugh it off when S&P 500 is down to 2,400, 2,600, 2,800, 3,000. By the time S&P hits 3,000 next 3, 4, 5 months, they're going to tell you it's impossible for the market to go lower. And they're going to see the market hit 2,800, 2,600, 2,400. Okay? You cannot fix fucking stagflation. So anybody on Wall Street that's laughing this stagflation that we have accurately predicted 14 months ago, and we have reasoned it over 478 fucking podcasts and videos, right? If you just followed that blueprint that we're giving you, I mean, if you didn't make millions of dollars in the market, that's fucking on you, okay? And thank God we had guys that did that. But in perspective, sometimes, you know, I feel like I keep repeating myself, but the truth is just that's the truth about the trade. And is most of the people, they think they're intelligent, they're gonna come in, they're gonna beat the market, have heart surgeons, engineers, I mean guys with like 1,500 SAT scores come in and say, Leo, I'm a smart motherfucker, I know what I'm doing, just give me a few pointers. And I'm like, well, none of this shit matters. I don't give a fuck what your IQ is. What I care about is, all right, your emotional IQ, your ability to hold on to a trade when everything else that you're looking at tells you that you're fucking wrong. And on that type of IQ, I mean, some of the most intelligent people, they fail. And you have a guy like me and some of my most successful traders, we may not be rocket scientists, okay, but, you know, we have developed this high level of IQ when it comes to holding your positions, when it comes to catching the market on its bullshit. So it takes a different kind of IQ to beat the market, and that can only be developed from taking a trade after trade after trade after trade, building your conviction, understanding the setup on the charts, on the macro, on the, everything. You got, look, if you think you're just going to look at, it's funny how, so many YouTube videos out there that say, well, if you just stick to this setup, you're going to make money all the fucking time. You know what? You don't fucking exist. If you really want to make big money in the market, you got to look at a variety of market components, and you got to study their correlation. Well, guess what? The correlation of these market components changes all the fucking time, and not necessarily like day by day, but the correlation between market sectors and market areas and components changes from time to time. And it's that pivotal change in the correlation that sometimes allows you to capture a 50x or 100x, 200x trade, because the rest of the market still thinks the old correlation is the way things are going to work out. So I'm here to tell you that based on everything that I'm looking at, and based on everything we're looking at here at 30 Market Moves, between all the traders here and all the coaches, I'm here to tell you this, that one of the biggest correlations is about to be broken. And in my view, it's been broken already. But yet, the rest of the world still don't know about this. And let me describe the correlation. And I'll explain the power behind this correlation in a minute. So, generally speaking, when markets crash, when economy in the United States is going to shit, okay, like for example, COVID time, right? So think of COVID. The market was crashing, S&P was crashing, NASDAQ was crashing. What was one thing that was not crashing? It was US dollar. So US dollar was going higher. The rest of the shit was crashing. Gold was crashing too, right? So for those people that think, well, gold goes higher when the market dropped, now it's not like in 90% of instances, that's not the truth. So gold only goes higher while the markets drop, only when there's a case of stagflation. And fucking Wall Street just don't seem to fucking get it at this point. It just, anyway, don't get me started on this. It'll take another few hours to explain this. So the point is, we got market conditions right now, guys, where predominantly, okay, people believe that if Federal Reserve was to help out the economy, let's say they would cut the rate, if the jobs are going to come lower or whatever, that would actually cause the dollar to go higher. And if you study many historic analogs, that would be true. That would be 100% accurate, such as the most recent case of that would give you the COVID crash. So COVID crash, everything drops, dollar goes higher. My argument going further from here into the future would be that this time around, when market drops, dollar is not going to go higher. It's actually going to go lower. And that was the case if you analyze the stagflation years, 1973, 74. Of course, there was a lot of other catalysts for the dollar to drop back then. Dollar to drop, oil to go higher, gold to go higher. But the idea is the same. So you look at the stagflation, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, all the way through 79. Dollar is losing its value. Not only is it losing its value, but particularly dollar is losing value against the Japanese yen. And the Japanese yen if you go and study the most recent downside in the market dating back to August 2024, that was the exact scenario repeating. And in many videos, I have stated that that downturn in the dollar in relation to yen in August 2024 was just a warning sign. It was a predecessor to a much bigger reversal. And so we are seeing that again, that Japanese yen in relation to dollar is going to grow because of the certain fiscal policies and monetary policies that are in Japan. And yet, if we go back in history and we look at the years where Japan was losing, it was gaining its value in relation to the dollar, it was the stagflation in the 70s. So I can give you proof of evidence again and again and again. But if you just focus on the yen to USD chart, or USD to yen in that case, you would notice that we're going for the same conditions of stagflation that we have gone through back in the 70s. And I can tell you what happens is the major shift in correlation is everybody's hoping for the Federal Reserve to cut rates. And I would dare say that if the job report this Friday is going to be shit, that we will have an emergency Federal Reserve meeting around April 14th. Now, it could be off by a few days, but I think the market is about to collapse 20% by April 14th. Now, I'm recording this on April 2nd, so basically I'm saying the market could drop 20% in the next 12 days. I would say that the probability of a Federal Reserve emergency meeting would be very high, even though Federal Reserve have stated that they're not interested in cutting rates in event of such a downturn, which would be caused by the job report this Friday, April, what would be the 4th or the 5th? Anyway, this Friday job report would be the catalyst to commence that big downward spiral. Tariffs don't make things better; they do make things worse. But even if we take tariffs out, shit is so fucked up that there's no way out of it. So my prediction is the market's going to drop 20% in the next 12 days. Federal Reserve is going to have an emergency meeting. They're going to cut the rate. In that emergency rate cut, most of the traders would think, well, if Fed is cutting rates, that would be good for the market. I would argue the opposite. That would be very bad for the market. And I would say the dollar is going to drop. Bonds are going to drop. You're going to have everything fucking drop besides gold. Okay, so that is my prediction for the upcoming 12 days. That is also my prediction for the upcoming few months. And that would be my prediction that stagflation is not going to go away and the market drop associated with full realization of stagflation, the severity of it, is not going to stop until November or December this year, 2025. Now, most of the people that are going to see the bounces, they're going to mistaken them for a potential move higher. And you're going to hear a lot of talk about, everybody talking about how the low for the year has been set. And if that's going to begin cutting rates, it's going to be very positive for the market. Again, my position and everyone here at Third Chair Market Moves is that is not the case, that correlations do change. And what you've seen in the past is not going to be the case this time around. And my main argument is a lot of Wall Street is going to be caught off guard because they're following the old correlations while there's clear evidence to us that there are new correlations already in place, such as when the market continues lower, we're not going to get a spike in the dollar. The dollar this time is also going to drop. And it is that particular variation or change in correlation that nobody's prepared for. And that's going to cause some huge market disalignments that majority of the market participants are now slightly better prepared for. But there's still such a plethora of Wall Street analysts that think it's a good idea to buy this dip. They're going to get fucked. I don't know how else to say it. They will get fucked. That means that billions and trillions of dollars will be absolutely wiped out. And I think this time around it's going to pale in comparison to what has happened in 2007, 2008 transition. So, the only question you should have on your mind right now is, how do you improve as a trader from the emotional state of mind? How do you improve your consistency, showing up and executing the same strategy each and every day? How do you stay away from being affected by emotional aspect of the rest of the markets, still potentially telling you and entice you to buy the dip at absolutely wrong fucking points? Many companies on Wall Street will go belly up. There is actually a possibility of an entire dollar collapse and bond collapse in America. Now, I will record a separate video on that because there's a lot of information to share as far as the bond collapse and USD collapse. Just understand that for the purpose of this podcast, the message is the correlation is not what it used to be. Yet, majority of the market participants are still thinking that the old correlation exists. And this is where the market discrepancy arises to the tunes of trillions of dollars in losses. If you understand the simple message and record it, and you simply want to trade with a coach, guys, we will try to help you here at Etherium Market Moves. But honestly, guys, if you don't have a strong determination to beat the market, if you don't have a strong determination to stick to your strategy, please don't even bother scheduling a call, as we're only taking people that are extra fucking hardcore and serious about trading this bear market. So you can go to etheriummtv.com and you can schedule a call. You may never get a call back because we're so fucking busy. Understand that. You can go to etheriummarketmoves.com. You can put in your information there, and you may never get a fucking response. But I also tell you that if you don't do those two things, okay, your chances of beating this market on your own are very, very slim. Okay? And it's totally to your advantage to take a chance whether someone from 13 Market Moves will actually reach out to you or not. We may not. I don't fucking know. The markets are wild, and we got a core group of traders that really deserve the undivided attention right now. But I certainly don't want to miss out on giving a chance to someone that really deserves it, that is really determined to make it as a trader. And I don't want to deny the chance to that person. So we're going to do our best with your requests, guys. Be patient if you try to reach us. But this is an absolute 100% bear market that most of the people underestimate by such a magnitude. You would need a lot more than the financial calculator to put the decimal numbers on that. So, with that said, if you think you got what it takes, this is your fucking chance. Don't blow it. Okay? You know what to do. And I wish everyone Happy trade in 2025. Stagflation. The market's about to drop 40-50%, while still people on Wall Street are trying to buy the dip. Fucking unbelievable. You gotta love this shit. Anyway, guys, if you're meant to make it big, this is your fucking chance. Let's go.